The purpose of this video is to show you how to take regular stick letters and turn them into bubble letters or box letters. You are going to need your sketchbook, a ruler, a pencil, and an eraser to do this. Okay, first things first, you want to hold your sketchbook with the binding up top, landscape style, so that you have a lot of space to work with. And you take your ruler and you can put it up right against this, or you can just bring it down, and we're going to trace the ruler, move it down about 1/4 of an inch, trace it again. Make sure that you leave some space in between these bands. Okay. First things first, I'm going to write my name in regular capital stick letters. And my first name is Annie. I'm going to leave a little bit of space in between the letters. And I'm going to just do it like this. Okay, very good. So that's the first part. Before I get going with this, there's another thing I want to do. I want to measure my name. So my name is 4 inches long. And so the center of my name is right there. So I want to make sure that I know where the middle is, okay, before we go forward. So it's the left-hand side of my N is the middle. So to make your letters thicker, and I'm going to use a red pencil to show you how to do this, is you could do them rounded or you could do them boxed. I'm going to do these rounded. I'm going to go around these with another pencil or my regular pencil. I'm going to do these together. And I'm going to outline around the outside of all the letters. I'm going to stop right there and do this one separately, like that. And I can do it with this too. Make a separate one there. And don't forget your negative space. If you have a D or an A. And so as you can see, my name is now in box letters. You can also do this with individual letters. So if you have the letter B, for example, okay, you trace around the outside of it. I'm using a color just so that you can see, but you can do this with a regular pen. And eventually what you will end up doing is erasing this stuff on the inside, and you'll have a nice thick letter. Okay, if you want to do letters that are a little bit more rounded, I started rounded, but I ended up going square. So if you wanted to do all rounded letters, you just go ahead and write this. Okay, and you would take, here, I'll do an N2. And you could practice individual letters. So here's my A, and it looks like a bubble letter, but you're rounding off. Now what happens with bubble letters is they start bumping into each other, and you might want that. Now let's say you want something fancier. There's another method that you can try for your name if you know how to do cursive writing. So I'm going to write my name in cursive. I'm going to use this kind of A. If you know how to write your name in cursive, this one works pretty well. Okay, so I wrote my name, and I'm taking my pencil, and again, I'm going around everything. You can do individual letters. Don't forget your negative space. Okay, you can also do it that way. And here's negative space here. I also have the dot right there. When I erase this, you can see I have my name. Now, if I want to, I can put divisions and things like that in. So that's part one. Still, the center of my name is right here. To enlarge this onto a larger piece of paper, I'll show you on this. When we go to enlarge this, you're going to use a 4-inch, make sure that your name is about 4 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do here is draw a line. I do have 4-inch strips in the classroom that you can use. And I'm going to make a 4-inch. Now, if your name is really long, you might want to try 3 inches if you have a lot of letters in your name, like more than 5. So I'm going to draw my line down here. So this is a 4-inch band on my paper. Okay. This paper is 11 inches. So the center is at 5.5. So this is where the center of my name goes. So I'm going to make sure that I touch my guidelines. I'm putting in my N because I know that this side of my second N is the middle of my name. Okay, so now I'm drawing my N here and my A, and I'm just penciling this in, and I can start to go fancy. And here's my, so what I have here is my name is centered on both sides, and then I can start to play around with it. I can put serifs on this if I want to. You can also use your ruler to straighten out your lines if you're, if you like your lines to be super, super straight. What I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to put some serifs on these. These are those little decorative, I call them feet. You can do something fun with this. So at this point, I just want to get my letters in here, and I'm going to make these pretty square and straightforward. And again, you can clean these up with a ruler once you're finished, but you want to make sure that your letters are legible so that I can read your name. You can make them thinner than this. This is just a style that I like. I like letters that have feet. Serifs, as they're called. There's all different types of lettering styles. So once you get this on the paper, you can start to fool around with different styles that I have the samples of in your materials section in Schoology. Actually, it'll be in the Try It section. You can keep your lines really thin like this if you want to. You can curve the lines if you want to. Just try different styles. And once you've got this, then you can start cleaning it up. Now, you'll notice I'm using a soft grip on my pencil, so I can erase if I need to. My hand is sitting back on my pencil. This way you don't press too hard, because remember, you're not doing a math problem. You want to be able to erase this. Okay, so you can keep fooling around with it. So I'm just going to erase some of these little interior lines here and see what I've got. Just like this. Get rid of this line here. So my name is pretty much centered right in there. At this point, I can start to add, even before I start to shade this or do anything with it, I can clean it up, get rid of the interior lines like this, and then you can start to apply color. One thing about applying color with this is you don't want to make your letters all different colors. You want them to be consistent. If you look at anybody that does letterings, designs logos, even graffiti style letters, urban type letters, you will see that the lettering is consistent. You can see here this overlapped here. So I lost some of my N, but I don't really care about that. I don't mind that too much. So I'm getting rid of all the interior lines here. That's why you need an eraser. And if I wanted to, I could even connect these together. Take a look at the samples that are in the classroom. You can add pictures, you can do shading. There's a lot of different things that you can actually do once you've got this all together, and have fun.